This is what monoculture looks like. The crop, in this case, is sisal, used for making rope. As far removed from the rich biodiversity Madagascar is famous for as could be. But in this sterile sea lies a surviving remnant of a huge forest the sisal fields replaced. The Barenti Reserve. And here you get an idea of what was lost when the trees were cut down. Ring-tailed lemurs wander the forest trails, while the rest of the group sit and nibble flowers in the trees. But the star of the show is a little more elusive. Then the sifaka appears, as only it knows how. This, though, is a dance of survival. Peru's sifaka is critically endangered. Like many lemur species, its numbers are falling. I hook up with guide Olivier Gilbert, who's been walking these trails for 30 years. And he tells me intense drought in the south, brought on by climate change, is making a bad situation much, much worse.
We've seen the number of the baby born. It's about only 30 or 40% of which is usual we have. So since 5 years, quite unusual happening in here is the number of the baby born.
From drought to deforestation, the pressures on Madagascar's biodiversity are intense. On the west coast lies a spectacular stand of baobab trees. 7 of the world's 8 species of baobabs grow only in Madagascar. It is just extraordinary, isn't it? This kind of sums up Madagascar's incredible biodiversity. And some of these trees are more than 500 years old. But of course, they're under threat. Once these trees grew amongst the forest, but the forest has gone, and the endangered giants are all that remain.
Park exploitation for house construction, rope construction, and the transformation of the habitat into cultivation. And also they sell the fruits, and the regeneration natural is not enough to replace population.
Of course, what's going on here is not unique to Madagascar in any way at all. It's happening simply everywhere. In fact, of the 8 million species on Earth, currently 1/3 are endangered because of human activities, driving extinction levels from between 1,000 to 10,000 times natural levels, including 25% of mammals, 14% of birds, 33% of reef corals, and 40% of amphibians. Our world's rich biodiversity is a source of constant wonder, but also critical to the health of our planet, a mosaic of life that must be preserved. Nick Clark, Al Jazeera, Madagascar.